There's a quiet shift that happens after you finally tell the truth and surrender into who you are called to be. You stop pretending, you stop performing, you stop chasing what no longer fits your marriage, your children. And then there's a new question that appears. It's not, what do I build next? But who gets access to me now? Because alignment doesn't just change what you do. It changes who you allow close now. So get comfortable. This is going to be a powerful conversation that you can't afford to miss. Get ready. Let's go.
No. Ooh, that's better, right, babe?
Yeah. She founded an architectural concrete company.
He founded a $100 million clothing company.
She took the world by storm as a social media star.
He took the world by storm as a famous serial entrepreneur.
Together we started a business.
And had babies.
Now we're figuring out the best ways to do both.
Join us as we learn from other entrepreneurs going through the same life struggles.
As they share their life hacks about success, love, kids,
and everything in between.
Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Becoming Unshakable, the Legacy Conversations bonus series, a special edition brought to you by the Entrepreneur Parents Podcast, a community of strong families like yours building unshakable legacies. I'm your host, Ildiko Ferenczi, and here we talk about the moments that shape us and the wisdom it takes to protect what God is building in and through our families. I'm so grateful to be with you guys, and this conversation is about discernment, and discernment is leadership. Don't forget that. The core truth. This is the core truth. And let me say this lovingly. Not everyone who applauds you should have access to you. Not every opportunity deserves proximity. And not every relationship deserves continuation. Not every voice deserves influence. Okay? You have to be so careful who you take advice from, especially now that you're in this different part of your life, this different season. Because access is not about popularity. Okay? It's access. Access is about stewardship. You are stewarding your peace, your marriage, your children, your God-given calling, your God-given destiny, your business. And stewardship always requires boundaries. Here's what happens as people grow. This is the reality. Your values sharpen, your tolerance changes, your discernment matures, and suddenly conversations feel heavier, rooms feel louder, partnerships feel off, relationships feel draining. You know that feeling. You have a conversation with someone, and then later on you come home and you talk to your spouse and you tell them this person pulled everything out of me. I feel achy. It feels heavy. I can't be in rooms like that. I can't be around people like that. And it's not because they're all bad, but because what once fit no longer does. And here's the part we don't talk about enough. Some environments don't just fail to support your growth, they quietly pull you backwards. You fall back down the ladder. And here's where most leaders feel the tension. If I pull back, I'm going to look ungrateful. If I say no, I'm going to lose momentum. I'm on a roll here, right? If I create distance, I'm going to hurt their feelings. They're going to hate me. They're not going to like me. So what happens? Access is kept open long after wisdom says it should narrow, right? Let me share something quickly, just briefly. There came a season in our lives when we realized we couldn't keep exposing our family, our marriage to certain environments, not out of judgment, certainly not out of fear, but out of responsibility. We knew it was no longer healthy to spend time in circles where faithfulness wasn't valued, where marriages were casually dishonored, double lives were quietly accepted, temptation was treated like entertainment, or where gossip was normal. I didn't grow up with gossip. You guys know the story about when I was a little girl. What happened? There was a little girl that came over and started gossiping, and my mom heard it in my room. That was the last time that little girl came over. It was not tolerated. We talk about ideas. We talk about lifting people. We don't talk about people. I mean, come on. They're having a hard enough time. Unless you're going to talk about how to help them, we don't talk about people. And we realized something important. What feels socially normal is not always spiritually or emotionally safe. We didn't announce it. We didn't criticize anyone. We simply chose differently. We chose to protect our marriage. We chose to protect our babies, and we chose peace over proximity. And one clear boundary became non-negotiable for us. Anyone who doesn't honor our baby, our families, our family, our babies, or respect our marriage does not get access. This wasn't rejection. That was leadership. Discernment is not judgment. It's responsibility. You can love people. You can love people deeply and still decide they no longer belong in your inner world. Proximity shapes you whether you notice it or not. It shapes you, it shapes your spouse, it shapes your family. Who you're around affects how your body feels, your whole family, your kids' bodies. You can feel them pick up on energy, your spouse. So who you're around, okay, I'm circling it back. Who you're around affects how your body feels, how your mind rests, how your marriage functions, how your children feel in their own home. That's how powerful it is. Your kids are learning what's normal by watching who you keep close. And they also have instincts. They know who doesn't, they can tell who doesn't love you. They can tell. I don't know about everyone, but in our community, these children are sharp. Our children are sharp. They can see through things. It's amazing. It's fantastic to hear these stories. So listen, not everyone grows with you, and that doesn't make them wrong. It just means the assignment has shifted. And staying out of guilt often costs more than leaving with wisdom, right? Access without alignment becomes a burden, and burdens eventually steal peace, clarity, joy, purpose, sometimes faith, even intimacy at home. Before you reach for that coffee, consider this. What if the energy boost you're looking for isn't in your cup, but in your cells? I challenge you to swap your morning coffee for Shilajit by Symbiotica. And here's what can happen. No crash, no jitters, just clean, sustained energy, plus mental clarity and trace minerals that our bodies actually need, that are actually starving for, to be honest. This isn't just a supplement. It's an ancient adaptogen sourced from the Himalayas that supports mitochondrial function, stamina, and overall vitality. Your coffee never did that. Okay, let's just be honest. Try it for a week and tell me your body doesn't thank you. Symbiotica's Shilajit is next level wellness, and honestly, you may never go back to drinking coffee. Click the link below down in the bio and get your Shilajit today. Listen to this carefully. The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guarding isn't fear, it's wisdom. God does not ask you to leave your heart or your family unprotected in the name of kindness, right? You don't leave your heart, you don't leave your soul, you don't leave your family, you don't leave your marriage unprotected in the name of kindness because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, right? Wake up, people. Your children are watching, okay? They're watching who has access to you, who speaks into your life, who speaks into your spouse, into your marriage, who influences your decisions, who drains your energy. They see how you act after conversations. You're talking to people you really don't want to talk to. And then after the phone, they can tell, they can see how fakey you are on the phone. They see it. That's a fake laugh. They can tell. Listen, they can tell. They can tell. They've known you since they were babies. They know you, just like you know them. They are learning what healthy boundaries look like. They could tell when you don't like being around certain people, but you're doing it anyway because you don't want to hurt that person's feelings. They're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching how you protect your life. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is quietly step back. You don't even need to announce it. There's no need to justify it. Just obey it. Quietly step back. You may want to sit with these questions honestly. So grab your journal, go get your journal, pause this thing, take a snapshot of where you are in the minutes if you're doing something already, if you're in the middle of laundry, or just take a break. Take a break. So grab that journal and ask yourself these questions. Just the best way is as soon as you hear the question, write. Have your pen ready and write. Don't judge the feeling. Don't change the answer. You can add to it, but don't change what initially comes to mind. Who currently has access to me that no longer aligns with who I am becoming? I'm going to say that one more time because it was a bit long. Who currently has access to me that no longer aligns with who I am becoming? Here's another good one. Where am I keeping doors open out of guilt instead of wisdom? And another good one. Which environments bring me peace and which ones quietly drain it? This is important. This is important for your health, for your family's health. What kind of boundaries do I want my children to see modeled? What kind of boundaries do I want my children to see modeled? Whose advice are you taking that you know is not good for your family, that is not good for your marriage? Okay, your little ones are watching. No shame, just clarity. Just clarity. Okay, and you can go back to these later. And you're going to be like, wow, night and day, who I was, who I am now. Or maybe you're already there, and that's great. But we're all on this journey together. And let me offer this gently. Okay, I want to say this gently. You don't owe everyone access. You don't owe everyone access to the version of you God is refining. Boundaries are not rejection. They are protection. And protection is love. Okay, it's love for your holy covenant, your marriage, and for your little babies, your babies. If this episode helped to name something you've been feeling, share it with someone who may need permission to choose wisdom. Don't forget to leave a kind review, 5 golden stars, as my children say it, and subscribe. This helps this message reach families who are building intentionally. And as always, I want to give a big shout out to Daniel, baby Daniel and Destiny, for our favorite show in this community, the Entrepreneur Kids Legacy Show. They are building faith, leadership, and courage with children all around the world in their community. I'm sure your children are listening to this. They're building it with heart and with purpose and with such hard work. And if you'd like to support their work and help production, you can do that through the link in our show notes at buymeacoffee.com/Entrepreneur Kids, and you can leave them a gift and help produce the show. Daniel and Destiny are grateful for you guys, and they love this community so much. Let me leave you with this. As your friend that loves you, growth requires discernment, and discernment requires courage. And courage is how we protect what matters most. You are allowed to guard what God has entrusted to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing wisdom. And thank you for pouring into yourself and your marriage and your children. God bless you. Glory to God always. I love you guys so much. Together, we are becoming unshakable. This is Becoming Unshakable by the Entrepreneur Parent Podcast. God bless you. We love you.
Thank you, beautiful friends, for listening to this important message from Mama. Share with someone you love and care about. Oh, and we'd love to personally invite you to listen to our podcast. It's for young future leaders ready to change the world and be a light in the dark. Listen together as a family. It's called the Untitled Kids Legacy Show. We know you'll love it. Be bold, be kind, build an unforgettable family legacy. God bless you. We love you. And parents, if no one told you yet, let us be the first. You're doing a remarkable job. And remember, you are the hero of your story, because every legacy begins with a hero, and that hero is you.
This podcast is for inspirational and educational purposes only, and it is not intended to replace professional advice, legal advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The views expressed are based on personal experience and faith-based insight and are meant to encourage reflection and growth. Always seek the guidance of qualified professionals regarding any questions or concerns you may have about your health, relationships, or business.